Francis Ngannou couldn't withstand Anthony Joshua and was knocked out in the second round. It was very unexpected, as there were high expectations placed on him after the fight with Tyson Fury. But let's analyze Ngannou's mistakes that were fatal for him in this fight. From the first seconds of the fight, Joshua began throwing body jabs and noticed that Ngannou's reaction to them was quite unprofessional. Ngannou was extending his arms forward to intercept the jabs. Joshua made several feint movements, exposing this mistake again and again. And as you can see in the first knockdown, Ngannou again extended his lead hand forward to stop Joshua's feint jab, and at that moment, Joshua caught him with a straight cross. In the second round, Joshua continued to throw feints and observe Ngannou's defensive mistakes, which were quite obvious, just like in the first round. Another mistake was Ngannou's too long step forward when throwing a jab, and incorrect amplitude of returning the hand. Such movements create a very good opportunity for a counterpunch, which Joshua took advantage of by delivering a counter overhand right to the target. And in the culmination of this spectacular fight, Joshua, knowing Ngannou's reaction pattern to his jab, initiated a fast attack with a feint. Ngannou made the same mistake, extending his lead hand forward to stop Joshua's feint jab, so Joshua landed his powerful cross right to the jaw, which proved to be decisive for Ngannou in this fight. A remarkable and very instructive fight. Watch and learn.
Shot, I like that. Good shot right there to the body, but even better combination.
This is how Vasily Lomachenko uses a hand-grabbing technique to open the path for landing head punches.
I wanted to show it to you. It's a guy who always comes to defend himself.
Вы берете руку,
You take his hand,
тянете вниз,
push it, pull down,
и в это время бьете.
and at the same time you make
То же
it.
самое с этой стороны. с
Same thing
другой
you do.
руки.
The same
Ты
thing.
дергаешь вниз, и отсюда бьешь. Это
Take it down.
что касается тот, кто
This is-
держит постоянно блок.
This is the guy who always comes to defend himself.
His jab or his right hand, and when he goes with the left hook, that's the right hand again. I think he's found
Cross-arm defense technique. Usually, boxers block punches when the symmetric hand punch comes in. This technique demonstrates how you can use one arm to block shots from the left and the right with the cross-arm defense. This is a perfect and very effective technique. Canelo Alvarez, in his fight against Daniel Jacobs, took two very dangerous left counter hooks. Let's take a closer look at why this happened. One of the most important rules for defending against counterpunches is quickly returning the hand to the guard position along the shortest trajectory. While throwing a right cross, Canelo should have brought his hand back to defense along the same path he used to throw it. But as we can see, he dropped his hand down and returned it to the guard using a lower arc trajectory. At that moment, Jacobs managed to land a precise left hook to Canelo's unprotected head. Counterpunch with the side step. Assume the high guard position. Slightly lean forward to enter the opponent's reach range and be ready for their attack. As soon as you notice the incoming punch, swiftly slip with a side step outward from the punch and immediately execute a counter cross punch. Feeling and adjusting the distance. This skill has many benefits. One of them is that it allows you to keep your opponent at a comfortable distance and avoid getting hit yourself. First, you need to train to find a comfortable distance. The best way is to step forward until they are hitting you with a jab. Of course, in the sparring first. Use a high guard to defend your head so it doesn't hurt too much. At the next incoming punch, pull back or change the angle. After you have done thousands of these, you kind of have an automatic process of adjusting the distance with any opponent. Slip, uppercut, pull. This is such an effective counter-attacking technique to use when you are at close distance with your opponent. Be ready for the opponent's punch. Once it comes, slip outside the punch and execute an uppercut to your opponent's chin. After that, pull back immediately.
Ya no hay camino que recorra tu pasado, tan solo cicatrices de batallas por ganar.
Check hook and its variation known as a textbook check hook. This type of hooks is used as a counter to a forward-moving opponent. The secret of this type of hooks lies in the footwork. Set up your step back so that the weight ends up on your back leg. Then use that leg to push off and execute a lead hand hook as your opponent is coming in. The faster and more explosive your step back and push off are, the more potent hook becomes. Even short amplitude textbook hook landed to the jaw can easily send your opponent to the canvas. Counter overhand.
Yep, beautiful. Yeah, stay right there in that middle. Nice, beautiful overhand.
To set up a counter overhand properly, you need to force your opponent to throw a punch you expect. The most effective way is to lean forward, creating the illusion that you are within reach. Once you see that your opponent is ready to attack, step forward to the left and shift your weight onto your front foot while simultaneously slipping towards the front leg and delivering an overhand punch. Let's consider the secret of Canelo's successful uppercut that sent Munguia to the canvas. At first glance, it seems like it was a combination of a left hook and an uppercut. However, upon closer inspection in slow motion, we can see the key. The left hook wasn't aimed at landing a punch. Its goal was to pull away Munguia's hand and immediately land the uppercut. It was so fast and so smart. Strength, speed, and experience. That's all about Canelo Alvarez. Feints and fake punches. Usually, boxers cannot defend against all the feint punches and then eat a few real ones. Canelo Alvarez often uses feinting moves to trick his opponent to mistakenly protect the wrong area, then land his punch in a different area. As you can see in this episode, Canelo pretends to throw a right uppercut to the body, but did not throw it. At the same time, Golovkin is thinking that there is a punch to the body and tried to protect it, thereby opens his liver for the left hook. Boxing feint called a fly. Extend your lead hand, bringing it as close to the opponent's face as possible, and hold it there to block the opponent's view. Intuitively, your opponent will try to swat your hand, like a fly in front of the face, and open view. This move will leave them vulnerable, opening up for your rear hand punch to the head. How to be a pressure boxer. If you're facing a boxer, then you need to be able to catch him without expending too much energy. You should always keep your opponent directly in front of you within an imaginary box, not too large as it's shown above, and close in on him, no matter where you are in the ring. In the corner, try to keep your opponent within the green lines when he's in the corner. He'll try to get out, so watch his movement and sidestep with him while closing in, like a zigzag pattern at the same time. If your opponent does escape and is found on the ropes, you must sidestep with him, attempting to corner him while keeping within range until you find an opportunity to attack. If your opponent tries to get out the corner, then throw a hook in the direction that he's moving to so that he's moving into your punch. Your aim is to trap him on the ropes or in the corner. If you stick to this method, then you will make life hell for him, even if he has quicker feet than you.